Hello everybody, this is Danny Glover from Fight Fan TV. We're joined today by Shane McGuigan. How are you doing, sir?
Good, thanks mate. Yeah, it's nice to get the weigh-ins out of the way, so I'm excited about tomorrow.
So you're training Azim. How's training camp been going with him?
Yeah, I'm training Adam and Hassan, so I mean, it's Hassan's debut, but Adam's had one fight before, but it's his first fight with me, so both super talented boys, do you know what I mean? Really talented. I'm excited about the journey. You know, Adam's in he's sort of had a bit more success as an amateur, but once again, both of them been boxing at youth, so it's an exciting time. I've had Adam inspiring Conor Ben. I've had him. The reason I actually got working with him because I brought him in to spar Luke Campbell for the Ryan Garcia fight, and he was 18 years of age. I thought this kid's special, and you know, and then over time they asked me to come work with them, and here we are. Do you know what I mean? So it's an exciting journey for him, and for me as well. It's back to square one again. I remember taking people like Josh Taylor through from the amateurs the whole way through up to unified title. So it's going to be exciting to see their journey, but we're right at the start again.
So how would you describe their styles of boxing? Because most people may have not seen them fight before.
Well, it sounds a bit more of a sort of straight up and down sort of counter puncher. He's got good right hand, he's got decent power. Adam sort of stands in the pocket a little bit more, got a bit more head movement. But yeah, I need to work a little bit more on Hassan getting into sort of ground his feet a little bit more. But I think he's gonna, because he's got power, he's gonna be able to strike people at the end of the shot. So different styles, but both very, very talented guys. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So moving on, you've got your charge, Lawrence Okolie.
Yeah.
How has he taken the news, and what do you think about Canelo's move to Cruiserweight division to fight Makabu?
I think it's the same move as what he did with Kovalev to go up to light heavy. I think he wants to just go and do one up there and then drop back down. So it's a bit annoying for us because it scuppers our plans. Because if he beats Makabu, which I think he will, I think Makabu, I think, you know, he's not a massive cruiserweight. They picked the right opponent out of the lot. They picked someone that he can sort of put under pressure, and a guy that likes to fight in short range, Makabu does. So they picked the right opponent, but the only issue for us is that we want to unify, potentially even get the undisputed crown. And if that's the case, he'll win the belt, vacate it, drop back down, and then that becomes vacant. Then we've got two guys fighting for the mandatory spot, and then they're going to, or the vacant spot, sorry, the vacant belt, and then they're going to have to box their mandatories before they have a unification. So it puts our plans way back, which is annoying, but it's good for the sport as well, because if he becomes a 5-weight world champion, I think he's a 4-weight world champion now. Most people, if you actually look at the weight that he's started at, light middleweight, so 14.4, that's a hell of a lot of weight. That's more weight than someone like, or similar weight, I think it's maybe even a little bit more weight than, what's his name, Manny Pacquiao starting at 8 stone 3 or whatever he was, super flyweight the whole way up to welter. So it's it's good for boxing, but it's just annoying for our immediate plans.
So would your immediate plans be to unify against Marius Bradus then, since you both got titles? And yeah. I see he looks like he's looking for an opponent, because I saw him calling out before as well.
Yeah, he was looking for one, but you know, we haven't had an offer. And look, I don't think Eddie made them an offer, so I think it's just bluffing on both behalves. But we generally do want the fight. It's just, it has to be for money. And Latvia's now, Riga's apparently gone into another lockdown or something. So if they want to bring it back there, then it's going to take a bit of time. So Eddie could potentially bring a big show over here early New Year, but once again, these things take time. So the other option is for us to go for the winner of Gulamarian and Egorov. I mean, they're going to be boxing early December, so we'll see what goes on there, and then we've got the choice of two.
Well, last question, because I know you've got to rush off. You had Chris Billiam-Smith, had a great win just last week. So what's your immediate plans for him next, as he's the European champion?
Yeah, no, I think we've got to box Fabio Turchi as our mandatory now. So if we want to keep hold of that belt, we might have to box him. Or we look to see he's well ranked when it comes to the world scene as well. So he's well ranked in the WBC. Maybe we just try and slide our way in there as a Canelo boxes Makabu, and then we try and box him afterwards. But, No, I'm only joking. That's obviously like a pipe dream. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, yeah, he's doing really well. He's winning all the time, so we keep him winning. Might have to box Churchy, but we want a homecoming show back in Bournemouth. So we'll see what goes on there, and hopefully we can get one of them, and then we'll crack on to Prince World level.
So would a rematch potentially with Richard Riakporhe as to get redemption be on the cards at all?
Massively. Look, I mean, that was a split decision loss. I thought Chris won it, but it's what you really like, and whether you like the guy that was busy or like the guy that was sort of landing the biggest shots. You know what I mean? But look, it is what it is. Both of them are doing good things. I'm sure they'll get it down the line. You know what I mean? It just has to be for the right money and for the right exposure. And I think now both of them have built their brands, and they can go back and make a pretty decent big fight.
Yeah, thank you for your time, Shane. I know you gave me the time because we used to spar together back in the day, and we also boxed on the same bill with Ricky Hatton also back in the day as well. So thank you for the time, man.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
This is Danny from Fight Fan TV with Shane McGuigan, and we're out.